The strife between males and females. See, the word strife isn't really a commonly used word in everyday conversation, but as of now, this word will become a common understanding of what men and women feel towards each other. The definition of strife is to feel anger and to have bitter disagreements over continuous fundamental issues. So, I guess the word strife really is a good understanding what a gender war is. See, my name is Arise Porter Jackson, and I'm here to persuade you of the beginning to the end of the strife between males and females. And I'm going to use topics like the gender war is a forever war, United States leadership in empowering women and girls around the world, and mental health. I mean, men and mental health. What are we missing? Those are the three sources I'll use. It is the year of 2025, and we are debating about who is to do what for who, or who deserves this over another. But I thought we were all supposed to be equal. Am I wrong? Men talk about women as if they're only good for lust and affection, versus women saying men are only good for payments and reassurance. I mean, honestly, what is being said may be true, but in realism, people were made to create life and evolve, not debate on who's a better gender and who has, not has, but who deserves more respect over another. All I'm saying is the more men and women fight against each other, our people will slowly decrease in numbers over time because we can't really produce if we're not getting along with one another because we need males and females to create babies. And speaking of babies, there's a 67% chance that majority of people will rather kill the babies instead of bringing to life because they rather spend time having more sexual orientations just to have a good time instead of actually working on creating a fundamental relationship between a woman and a man. But let me not sit here and say 100% of men and women are having this type of assurance since 50% of people are into this gender war. 50% is in majority of people who are online are mainly spreading this gender war propaganda. Looking into the article, the gender war is a forever war. It seems that the idea that people have against one another is always half negative, as in we never really say a lot of positive things about another person because we just have so much negativity to put out into the world. But for some reason, people are always stuck between the mentality of being perplexed and feeling bewildered when it comes to understanding the term equality. What I'm saying is, we can't continue to expand hatred towards the opposite sex based on hypocritical mentality, commonly known as getting even or making amends. But reading this article, it helped me understand that we need to start being more aware of our issues with this gender war. Now, in this next source called Empowering Women and Girls Around the World, it seems that women may have many more issues in society than men do. But when I was reading the article, I came to understand that women are constantly putting each other down while also additionally having men put them down at the same time, which seems that women need to start empowering each other so then men can realize that they don't need to downgrade them, but think of them as equals. But while I was reading Men and Mental Health, What Are We Missing? It seems that we're also having the same issue with men hating on men and women additionally adding more negativity towards that. But obviously, we can't really compare sexism or things like sexual assault towards men because men are the one that's trying to downgrade women by using those type of tactics towards them versus women are just manipulating men to make them, you know, feel down about themselves and gain depression, anxiety, and loss of hope and things of that nature. But to be honest, I wouldn't really catch myself supporting men over women or women over men because, from my perspective, everyone can be different and also seem the same from a distance. See, most men think the same, but they look and sound different, while women will act the same, but they showcase their personalities in different forms or types. At the end of the day, we need to understand that each gender can only understand so much before actually trying to have a conversation between one another, also known as assuming and judging a book by its cover. But I don't want to hold y'all for too long, so in these last seconds, I'm going to attempt to close the curtains, but I do have to finish off with this. We are very close to the end of 2025, but it seems ever since 2020, we have literally almost spent 5 years of just having several forms and momentary actions of strife against one another. But I'm not really the type to know about all the issues around the world with men and women. But from my personal perspective, we have spent many times creating moments of hatred, which will slowly decrease the ability to share positive outcomes with each other. So let's start making the conclusion of ending the strife between males and females as we get closer and enter the year of 2026. Hello, testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. Nah, but for real though, as you can see, I kind of panicked in the video several times. Um, Also, you're wondering why I'm kind of leaning off to the side. I'm clicking the mouse. I have the thing on the screen because apparently the nigga was dick riding about the fact that I was sitting down in the first speech. Um, and then plus the fact the camera was too close. What else? As I said before, it wasn't really showing my full body, aka standing up. What else he complained about? That I didn't name off the sources mid topic. I mean, while I was yapping. What else? I was talking about the old speech. Basically, though, he just Loki was hating on the old speech, but I still got a B minus on it because, you know, I told the main part of what the speech was about. I made it as past 4 to 6 minutes, and yeah, I did what I need to do. But other than that, he was just dick writing about the fact that everything wasn't done as if I'm fucking recording a class presentation. Mind you, nigga, nope. Who are you gonna show this to? Your grandkids? Like, bro, I'll take the B minus though. Hopefully, I get a B this time.
I'm not really tripping on getting high grades for communication class. I'm not gonna take it serious. It's not that deep of a class, bro. I came to become a medical. I'm trying to become a mechanical engineer, not somebody who fucking is about to be recording videos and trying to inform niggas about some shit that I believe is important because it's my own opinion. I'm not no fucking podcaster. But anyways, what I was saying in this video, I did everything differently. Only issue is I'm pretty sure that it's obvious that I'm reading it off my screen. But yes, nigga, I did my best, bro. I even fucking blocked off my window trying to make sure that it didn't glare and that you could see my black ass. Not only was I tired that day, but I also was late to my engineering class recording that video because, if I didn't do it then, I couldn't do it at all. But anyways, that's enough yapping. I'm also running out of random videos to put on the screen, so you know what I'm saying, put that message on the screen and then roll the end credits.